The Declaration of Independence says at the 7th paragraph that the colonials opposed with manly firmness the king's invasions on the rights of the people. We must restore manly opposition to violations of our Constitution, and we are starting to see it. The 10th Amendment Center says over 200 bills were filed this past year in state legislatures to nullify unconstitutional acts of the federal government. Here are some. Deny resources and assistance to the National Security Agency. Spying on us is not on the list. And the 4th Amendment didn't stop them from spying on us. Nullify federal laws forbidding growing of hemp and marijuana. Agriculture and drugs, not on the list. And the 10th Amendment didn't stop the federal government from meddling in this area. To allow terminally ill people access to experimental drugs and medical treatment despite FDA rules. Drugs and medical treatment are not on the list. In Indiana, a bill was filed to nullify all federal EPA regulations. Environmental protection, not on the list. Brave citizens must locate their spines. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King showed a spine 50 years ago when they nullified the state and local Jim Crow laws by refusing to obey those unconstitutional laws. Recently in Connecticut, citizens refused to obey an unconstitutional state law which pretends to require them to register their firearms. Article 1, Section 15, Connecticut Constitution says, quote, "Every citizen has a right to bear arms in defense of himself and the state," end quote. If you are a citizen, you have the right to bear arms. That's all you need in Connecticut. So the Connecticut statute making it a felony to possess guns which are not registered is unconstitutional, as in violation of Article 1, Section 15 of the state constitution. And the people, as the creators of the state government, are the ones to ultimately decide. Disarming the American people. If Congress, by law, or the President, by executive order, or the BATF by rule, or the Supreme Court by opinion, or the national government by UN treaty orders the people to turn in our arms, we must refuse to comply. The Constitution does not authorize the national government to disarm us. Gun control is not on the list. So, the states and the people must nullify such law or order or rule or opinion or treaty by refusing to obey. Prayer in public school. The Constitution does not delegate to the federal government power to ban prayer and other expressions of our Christian heritage. But in 1962, the Supreme Court started ordering the schools to stop the praying and remove the 10 Commandments. Since these orders were usurpations of powers not lawfully possessed by the federal government, the states should have nullified them by directing their schools to ignore them. All nullification requires is a spine. And Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King showed us what spine looks like. You say no more. Thomas Jefferson said without nullification, the states and the people would be under the absolute and unlimited control of the federal government. Yet nullification, a remedy our framers actually advised when the federal government usurps power, is under attack from leftists who want you to believe that an Article 5 convention is the only way out. My most recent paper on nullification, it's online, has quotes from Hamilton, Jefferson, and Madison linking to their original source documents showing that they supported nullification. These are the links to where they said it. Contact me for the link. You can use this paper to beat nullification deniers to a bloody pulp. My contact info is on the handout sheets which Noah will be handing out. I'm at your service. Contact me. Thank you.